Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Hello there, Hillary.
Hi, Jenny. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
Good.
I mean, okay.
Yeah. We're recording on February 23rd. If you're listening, it is on or after February 26th, 2025. So
Yeah, it's February 23rd something.
I don't think so. This is season 7, episode 8.
Look at me up. March 23rd is Allie's birthday.
Oh, huh. Just a month off.
Like the 23rd went ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
I didn't ask, how are you?
I'm good. I'm fine. Holding in there. Holding
Yeah.
up. Yeah. Well, we have a different feature for today. It's 20 questions with Jenny. I have 20 questions for Jenny. Some of them
And I
are
don't know what they are.
some of them are easier than others, but my first question, which you kind of already answered, but number 1 is, how are you doing, really?
Well, I'm doing great right now. I'm trying this new to me flavor of cider. Pomegranate by Down East. Love Down East. I
I'm
am
pear wine.
pear wine.
Never had it's pear Moscato.
Oh. Cheers. Slancha.
Slancha. It's good. Sweet, but it's good.
I love pear wine. Um, I'm doing okay. Um, Mostly because I just put in my resignation for my job.
Yay.
It exhausts me. I still have 3 more weeks, but that's fine. Like I chose that. And because I feel strangely good about diving into the cause that is our country. And I don't know what that's gonna look like, but it's like empowering me. So
Good for you.
I'm doing okay. Yeah.
Okay. Question number 2. What's a surprising fact about you that most people don't know?
Well, I usually tell people that I've been in Bono's car.
Most people do not know that.
That's what I tell non YouTube people. I don't know if the people in this pod know that or not, but
I think we talked about it on our Dublin episode.
and we talked about it on the October Tart Talk, because I had advice on how to not steal Bono's lyrics
Oh, okay.
because I was holding his laptop in my lap.
Yeah.
And I did not steal them. Um,
That's a good one, though.
yeah. How to not steal Bono's lyrics. Actually wasn't that hard. Did it cross my mind? Yes.
Of course, who wouldn't?
But I wasn't about to stop, drop, and roll out of that car.
That would have been a great story for you and for Bono.
Yeah, right.
He probably regrets
And like the Dublin police. I would say, just something about me. I used to play competitive tennis. I mean, not like professionally, but I'm way more drink. But I like taught lessons and stuff like that. It's kind of my pre-rock and roll world.
Yeah. Well, that definitely makes our listeners know Jenny better. If you could, if you could have dinner with anyone in the world tomorrow night, who would it be?
If it's not Bono,
I mean, that was the obvious answer, but yes.
Kamala Harris.
Oh, that would be really nice.
I really, really want to give her a hug.
I do too.
And I really, really want a hug from her.
Yeah. If you know Kamala or are Kamala, hit us up, because we'd love to have you as a guest on the show.
Come cry with.
Yeah. Okay. Number 3. What's your favorite hobby?
Lifting heavy things.
That well.
I like to weightlift. But I've recently, in the last, I don't know, year, gotten into like crafting, creating things, which has been a lot of fun. But my day to day is weightlifting.
So okay, are we on 5? I renumbered them. Can you share funny or embarrassing story from your past. It can be funny or embarrassing, or both funny and embarrassing, or anything. We make the rules.
We do. I'm trying to think of one. I mean, obviously they've happened to me. Well, there's one that you were there. And it's embarrassing. But as a group, it was funny. There were, 8 of us in a hotel room.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was a really nice hotel. And we were like, it costs extra to have extra guests in a room or something. It's like we were like really trying to be covert about it. And
We only were supposed to have like 3 people in the room or something. It was late.
I went to the potty and the toilet clogged. I just went pee. But we had to call to have them come fix it. But I was like, I just went pee. And everyone was laughing and it was funny. And we were hiding behind beds. And but that was the first thing I thought of.
And then right after that, somebody pulled the fire alarm. And we were staying in the same hotel as you two, which we were sure they thought we pulled the fire alarm.
Yeah, we thought it'd be better to die in a fire than be accused of. We're like, we're just going to pretend this is a false alarm.
I'll leave the room.
No.
But I don't feel like it was a conversation had. It was just, we were all like, yeah, we're not going anywhere.
Yeah, it is in our best interest to stay.
That's a good
one. I also think we all probably thought, ooh, is everyone emptying out?
I doubt. No,
we didn't.
That was a super funny trip. Okay, apples or oranges, cats or dogs?
Oranges. Yeah.
Okay. Good answers.
Was that a Stephen Colbert question?
Yes.
And I was supposed to say lemons.
I forgot about that. But that absolutely was a Stephen Colbert question.
Yeah. Because Bono answered lemons.
And dogs.
Yeah. But he just got a new puppy, so
yeah.
I just remember that really well. Anyway, go ahead.
What's your favorite childhood memory?
Oh, we were on a family trip. It was probably spring break or something. And we went to Colorado. This isn't a favorite. This is just like a well-loved memory. Yeah. Think of a favorite off the top of my head. But so we're like hiking in a mountain, and it's, my parents and me and my sister, and I'm like maybe 10. We're like maybe 8 and 10, give or take a few years. And there was this huge puddle, and my dad said to my sister, see how deep that puddle is. And he was joking, but she went boom, and it ended up being really deep. And it was really funny. It splashed everywhere, and we love that. We still tell that story.
It's really funny.
Yeah.
That's an adorable story.
Yeah, he was like, he basically challenged her, and she did it. We enjoyed that.
Okay, who is your family? You can make that as broad or narrow as you want.
Well, here in my house, myself and my husband and our 2 daughters who were both in high school. And then it's my parents who live in a few hours away, and my sister who is on in the Pacific Northwest with her husband and stepkids. So I would consider that my immediate family. Yeah. My family that I grew up with and the family here.
Yes. Okay. What is your morning routine?
On a regular Monday through Friday, the first thing, my alarm goes off at 6:01 because it's a 9-minute snooze, so that I can get up at 6:10. But I have to pay attention. And my husband gets up for work anytime between 6 and 6:30. And he has to leave before me, so he gets like dibs on the bathroom and the shower and stuff. So I have to listen. I'm either going go to the bathroom and brush my teeth and do my contacts, or I have to grab all my stuff and take it into like the guest bathroom. But so anyway, that's what I do. And I fuck around on my phone a whole bunch, which I shouldn't. And Oh, and I'm trying to get out of bed. Our little black cat snuggles right there and then, which is, terrible timing. But then I get up, I get dressed, I go down and get some coffee. And then I wake the kids up. We make lunches and on with the day. Pretty standard, I think. Yeah.
Okay, what's your favorite U2 show?
Mm.
And it can be for any reason. Like, I have
Yeah.
favorites for different reasons, but whatever you want.
I mean, I'm not sure anything beats your birthday show in Dublin, the E&I show.
That was a damn good show.
That was a damn good show. I mean, we've had a lot of fun shows, but yeah, that one was just, there was so much special about it.
Yeah.
Like, just I don't know, you were wearing a tiara. We had the perfect rail spot. Like, we, got upgraded the red zone. Bono was there. Everything just fell into place.
Bono hasn't been there.
He was in front of us. Anyway, everything fell into place so perfectly, and it was nice.
It's a really, really great show. Okay, what's the best compliment you've ever received?
Oh, thing. It might have been just yesterday. I was with two of my coworkers, and they both know that I'm leaving, and like, people are going to be interesting with what the members do, and I'm like, yeah, but they won't be sad that I'm not training them because I just don't train that many kids. Like, they have me 10% of the time at any given week when they have other trainers more. And they were like, oh no, but it's your presence overall in the gym.
Oh,
Like, they're like, your everything has your mark on it. And I was like, I feel like I'm slacking half the time. But apparently I've made an impression.
that's really nice.
I had someone write a recommendation for me for another job, and she copied me on the email that she sent. And this is not an uncommon thing that people have said about me, but I've never heard her say it, that she called me the mama bear.
Oh, absolutely.
And I was like, so, yeah.
Oh, that's really nice.
That's nice.
What's your favorite movie?
The Princess Bride.
Oh, good answer.
It bounces between The Princess Bride and Moulin Rouge, but The Princess Bride happened first, so I default to that.
Okay, that's a good answer. What is the last song you heard on the radio or on your iPhone?
I listened to Taylor Swift's Tortured Poets Apartment about 5 times today while I was doing. We have this huge walk-in closet of our bedroom that some owner ago, it's like a really small addition, created a home office. And it literally, I think he actually was a lawyer. It looks like a lawyer's office. It's all like big, huge built-in wooden desk and wooden shelves that are like big enough for like little old law books and stuff. But we use it as a closet. The shelves are like too short. It's not great, but it's a big space. And I always put my husband's, and that's my husband's desk. He doesn't use it as a desk, but he stores stuff in the drawers. And when he worked from home during COVID and was teaching from home, that's where he worked. But so I just put his clothes on the desk so he can easily put them away. Well, that probably hasn't happened in a few years. I'm not exaggerating. And it's a hot mess. And he's got like stuff all over the shelves. And you could tell he organized it during COVID when he was working there. And now it's just like, so I took everything down and I dusted everything. And like, oh my God, it was hours and hours. And I'm still not done with the repercussions of cleaning it up. But it was a lot of times to that album. So I'm not sure which one was last, but it was one of those.
Gotcha.
And it was like the anthology. It was the deluxe version. I probably heard it 5 times.
What character traits do you most respect in others?
I respect people who listen to you talk, like active listeners. You're either born knowing how to do that or you have to learn to do that. It's a really, really hard thing. I have a very hard time doing it. I work very hard at it.
My answer actually too.
Like being heard, knowing you're being heard. Yeah, I would think compassion, empathy. I mean, being able to, even if you can't understand someone else's view, being able to listen to them and hear what they have to say. Respect. Things decent human beings do.
Right. Okay.
The opposite of what you do if you want to get elected to politics.
True. That is
Unless you're the rare few.
yes. Okay. I say that everybody's allowed to take a childhood fear on with them into adulthood. So what is an unreasonable thing that you're afraid of?
You're like allowing me to take one.
Yeah.
Some of them I had to just fucking get over them because you're an adult and you have to,
Yes.
Bugs. Like when the kid yells there's a spider in the room, I don't know, what do you got to get the spider.
Who else is going to get it?
Who else is going to get it? The other one is like dark basements. Like, who else is going to go in the basement if it's not me? Not when I was a kid.
Those are very reasonable.
Those are it. But I have not brought them with me because I had to overcome them.
Right.
Or I just have to push through them. But definitely like the fear of falling. I'm not scared of heights. God, I want to feel secure. I don't want to daredevil shit.
No.
Like, you could put me up real high, but I better be hugged in nice and tight and know that I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah. I gotcha. This number, we're flying through these. Hold on, let me make sure I didn't miss anything yet. Okay. What's the most significant event in your life?
Well, people will probably obviously say their wedding or the birth of a child. I want to say one of those.
Well, you know what? You can just say that's a given.
That's a given. I feel like it was the first time we met Bono.
That was significant.
That was big. It was real big.
Very, very. Okay. And this can be deep or shallow. It's really your call. But what keeps you up at night?
Wait, say that again.
What keeps you up at night?
Nothing. I sleep.
Oh, good.
I sleep. I take magnesium and progesterone to sleep.
Good job.
Yeah.
That's a good answer. We're lucky.
Yeah. I would say the only thing that would keep me up if a kid is sick and I'm like listening for them.
Yeah.
Or if I'm like listening for something that's worrying me, but that's not I sleep quite well.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. That's unusual too, because most people I know don't sleep well. It can be because, I stare at my phone too long or something like that too. Okay. What was the first song of your first YouTube show and the last song of your most recent YouTube show?
Well, the first song was Mofo, right? And the last song was 40.
Awesome. Those are good. Those are good. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm okay with that. That's a good question.
Thank you. That I didn't look up anywhere. That just
I like it.
Came to me. Thank you. How did you meet your husband?
Drunk in a bar. Well, drunk. A friend of mine was engaged and her fiance had his bachelor party that night. And she was like, I really don't want to just sit home alone knowing that he's off having a blast. Like, I don't know, they would get wasted. Like, it was just ridiculous. And so I went out with her and we went into like this nice part of town and we went to a bar and got some, fancy drinks and this and that. And on the way home, she was like, do you want to stop and get a nightcap on the way home? And I was like, let's do it. And so we stopped at this place called the Dive Bar, which it was a dive bar, but it was also the name of it. And it was open like an hour later than any of the other bars. And we went downstairs, went into it, and instantly this guy started like coming up and like awkwardly dancing like up on my friend. And she was like, what the fuck? And this dude's friend was looking at me and we're both like, what's happening here? And then he ended up being my husband.
Oh,
not the dancer, the friend.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah. So pretty sure that friend showed up pretty drunk at our wedding.
Oh.
Yeah, actually. I think he got drunk on the plane and came straight to the wedding.
Well, can I tell a little story about when you got engaged?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
this
please.
you're out. This is about you.
Mm-hmm.
So, late one night, I took a sleeping pill. Immediately after, I get a text from Amanda saying that you didn't know this, but you were getting engaged that night. And I'm like, oh my God. And if this is like flip phone, AAA, 1-1, whatever.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so exciting. I'm out. And then they'll call me back like 3 hours later at like 3 in the morning or something. And I'm like, yeah, that's great. Bye.
Like, I know.
I've always felt really bad about my reaction to that because
I think it's hilarious because
if I had been awake, I would have been like, I didn't know. But I was so sound asleep.
yeah.
And
Because we had,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
you were in Virginia, but we had been out with Amanda, Garnier and Amanda, and I had gone to the bathroom and I came back and Amanda was like Aunt Sue from Saturday Night Live. She's like, oh my God, trying to keep her secret. And she was like all a tizzy. But I knew they talked about something, but I didn't put two and two together.
well,
So sweet. And then when we get home, he proposed too.
yeah. But I feel like I don't know the reason, but it was scheduled to go there in like 2 days anyway. I was going there or something, maybe just to visit. I don't know, but
because I remember getting you at the airport and being like,
yeah. But I've always felt like my reaction was like it should have been so much better, but and I was so sleepy.
It was like really late.
Yeah. And so appropriate. If you hadn't called, I think I would have been sad, even though I had no reaction.
Oh, good times.
Okay, last question.
What are you ready? Okay.
One question, I think, unless I numbered them wrong, which I did have to renumber them at one point. Yeah. What is your favorite part of having podcasts?
Getting to hang out with you every week.
Oh, that's my favorite part too.
It is my favorite part. But I do also, it's great to be at U2 stuff and have conversations with people that actually listen to us. Like, we've made some good friends.
We have some great friends.
Yeah. Like, I find it really fun to kind of be a personality in the YouTubers.
Yeah. We should specifically give a shout out to Leona and Alice.
Leona, who every Wednesday morning watches our YouTube app and comments on like everything. Anything she had to comment on, she puts like an order. I mean, she must type as she's listening.
Yeah.
And Alice has a new podcast of her own.
She does.
She just started it. It's called Rock and Roll Field Trip, I think. Let me look real quick. Then I think she's just got like 2 or 3 episodes out, but it's news, Rock and Roll Field Trip. It's Sting, the Beatles, and U2, who are her 3 favorites. And she just like does a news recap. And she has the field trip. She gives a recommended travel thing. So her last episode was some Sting news. And then she was saying how you can like rent his villa for the summer or something. Might as well go to Italy, see a Sting show.
Right.
And stay in Sting's villa. I don't know.
Where's he going to stay? Maybe there.
Well, I think it's like, it's not his home. Oh, you mean when he's in Italy? I don't know. But
if you're going to a Sting show in Italy and you're staying at Sting's house in Italy, where's Sting staying? Maybe
he doesn't have it for rent when. But it's cool. So there was one about, the last one was a lot of Beatles stuff because the Beatles got a Grammy, right? And she was talking about Ringo. I don't know if Ringo's on tour or has a new album out or something, but it was recommending, I think he's got a tour coming up. So that was her recommended field trips. So it's really cute. Recommend. Yeah. And they're like 10 to 15 minutes. It's a fun little thing.
Well, I think that wraps up our 20 questions.
Yay.
I like this. I like this
I
form.
like it too.
We'll dream it up again next.
Yeah, I'm going to have to come up with 20-ish unique questions for you.
I mean, you can ask me some of the same questions, but don't tell me which ones they are.
No, I'm going to do a little interview research.
You have a week to do it. I actually, spent
I'll do it.
15 minutes on this right
On
before. You said that you needed until 7:45, and I'm like, score. It's not even started yet.
So, listeners, we on Sunday at 7:30 is our set time. It never happens.
Ever.
Rarely. And then we communicate about whether or not 7:30 actually works. But
yeah.
Oh, I would like to plug my Substack.
Okay.
So, you know how the band says, they say, their one prayer for the band is that they want to be useful. So I took that idea and I have a Substack. It's called On Being Useful, onbeinguseful.substack.com. And every day, like Monday through Friday mostly, I post one thing you can do that day to be part of the resistance. And because that's all it takes. It takes a lot of little tiny voices to be really loud. AOC had some great video the other day. She was like, every single thing matters. If everyone does one little thing a day, it's going to add up. So if you're here in America, I mean, you don't have to be America. Anyone can subscribe to it. It's free.
I just subscribed. Did you see?
Oh, no, but I will. But anyway, sign up. It's everything from like, here's a really specific phone call to make, to this coming Friday. It's Wednesday when y'all hear this. This Friday is an economic blackout. We're not to shop at all. So I was warning people, if you got something going on Friday that you need stuff for, you need to shop now.
Friday's my mom's 80th birthday.
Oh.
So I guess she's not getting her last minute presents. No, I'm kidding.
Gotta prepare.
Maybe you have an answer to this, because I've been reading this everywhere, but I haven't. No, I guess I know the answer. And like my first reaction was, how is that gonna help our economy? But then I realize it's so that the people up there know that we're in control of the economy.
Yes, and the impact that we can have. And I also read somewhere that it's just another way to get people to think again about how they're shopping.
Yeah.
It's specifically a boycott against Amazon, Walmart, and Best Buy. Those are the three. Whoever started organizing it started with that. And now they're saying, if you do need to, like, you can shop locally that day if you need to, like, go to a local grocery store or, the hardware store, but it's just to try really hard to not shop big companies. And I mean, it just shows the power that we do have, because it's all about money. All this shit's about money. So when we show that we have control of the money. So yeah.
I mean, I hope people see that and react, but
I heard someone was telling me just this evening, I don't know what her husband does. It's something in banking. And she said that he came home after a meeting. I mean, it's Sunday, so I don't know if it was earlier in the week or not. But he said it's part of their discussion. Like, it's gonna make an impact.
Yeah.
And even though I'll like bump back the next day, it's just showing what's possible. So, I mean, I've definitely changed my shopping habits in the last few weeks.
Yeah.
I'm doing a lot less just impulsive online shopping. Like, oh, we need this. Amazon. Oh, we need this. Target. Like, I'm actually thinking about it.
I hear ya.
Yeah.
Good luck to everybody with jobs.
Yeah.
It's just head of the Joint Chiefs that was fired, I think yesterday or Friday.
Yeah.
He went to my high school.
Oh, really?
I mean, I didn't. Way before me, but I think.
That's just world.
Yeah, but he got fired, and so did he's he's African American, and he was the only one African American on the Joint Chiefs. And then there was one woman, she also got fired.
Yeah, because, I mean, they blatantly said because they're DEI. And I guess whoever they got to replace, I don't know who's replacing her, whoever replacing him is not a 4-star general. And I guess that's mandatory for the job or something. But, we all get jobs on merit, Hillary. It's because we've earned them and deserve them. Piece of shit.
World. I hate this place.
Well, cheers.
Cheers.
Let's, I heard this great thing today, and I feel like this is good to close on. What was the phrase? Now my cider is hitting my head. It is easier to prevent exhaustion than recover from exhaustion.
Okay.
So the lead up to that was sled dogs. You put them on a sled and they know what to do. They're going to go, right? But they don't know if they're like on a 2-mile errand or like 100-mile race, right? They know what to do when they're hooked up, but they don't know what the end result is. And they front load one of the driver, whatever, musher, whatever it is. Part of the strategy is they front load rest. So they get rest before, then every 4 hours they rest. And the dogs may not actually settle down because they're like hyped up, but they're not running and they're eating and they're drinking water. And so it's kind of like how we're told as we age, we need to like front load protein in our day.
Yeah.
Front load rest, because then you'll be more productive than getting too exhausted and not being able to recover. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
It's better. It's easier to prevent exhaustion than to. So let's get some rest.
Yep.
Tomorrow's a new day.
It is. Let me add, I'm not, maybe another week, but I'm not talking about Israel today, though everyone should be very aware with what the situation is. I'm just, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. If you just haven't been up on it, it's real easy to just turn it's like all the news or none of the news right now.
Yeah.
Or you can only focus on one thing or another. But, if you just take a moment and just Google some news from the last week, just get caught up on that a little bit.
Yeah. And I mean, I think it's hard. I don't know what's going on with the news channels, but like MSNBC is who I have loved forever. They're really dropping the ball with certain stories that might, be conflicting or, not conflicting, but because there's no confliction. But that might be, controversial to how they lean. And, I mean, I lean the way they do, but not, so they're just not reporting stuff.
I don't know why this one has to be. I mean, these are lives.
Babies.
It shouldn't be political.
Nope.
These are lives. So,
anyway, rest in peace, family.
Yes, family. I have been, my go-to recently for news has been The Guardian. I've been looking at foreign newspapers if I want to just get like a general feel of something, and feel like I'm getting more real stories because there's definitely news suppression going on here.
Yeah.
There's definitely stuff that's not out there and that's being pulled down and stuff. It's a real thing. So we're not getting it all.
Yeah. Anyway, on that note, have a really good week.
Great week. The weather's warming up.
Yes. Oh, Art Week had so much snow and it's almost all melted now. Thank goodness. It was awful. We got like 8 inches or something.
Crazy. Ours should start melting tomorrow.
Yeah.
But get rest. Prioritize rest so you can be more productive. And
so you can sled, pull your sled for
4 hours at a time.
Yeah. Just 4 hours. Or 8,
yeah.
But, whatever works.
But not more than 8. Like, get some rest, y'all.
Yeah.
We got a lot of work to do. And stay tuned next week for 20 Questions with Hillary.
Can't wait. I wonder what they are.
Hey, me too.
Okay, thanks for listening, everyone.
Okay, good night, y'all.
Here, bye.
Bye.
We'll be back next week with more U2-ish content.
In the meantime, keep chatting with us on social media at _Garden Tarts.
Sign up for our newsletter at thegardentarts.com and share with your YouTube friends.
You can support us on Patreon, buy me a coffee, and leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts.
Kissing Lips and Breaking Hearts, a U2-ish podcast with The Garden Tarts, is created, produced, and edited by us, The Garden Tarts.
Intro and outro music by December.
See you next week.